Hi everyone, my name's Michelle and I'm Mama Loves You GB. This is FlossMas, this is the 9th of December and I am actually filming it on the 9th of December. By the time I got back from the production last night, I was too tired. It was epic, it was absolutely epic. So we had a Christmas carol and it was just amazing. The kids were absolutely just beyond brilliant. And absolute triumph for the director, Mr. Martin Wigley. Let's give him a name check. My work husband, he did a fantastic job. On Monday, I know he was quite worried that things weren't going to actually come together, but they did, and it was fabulous. I loved it, and I won a prize on the raffle as well, so that makes it even better. But yeah, really good. And I've just noticed that my glasses are somewhat steaming up on my face. There we go. So this is Saturday the 9th of December. The sun is streaming through the window. I have got a little bit of time today to do this, and then it is our Christmas party this evening, so that's going to be epic as well. I'm really looking forward to today. Let's have a look and quickly show you what I have been stitching. So I did a little bit more work on my A. Robson. So I finished those top two rows, which I think I'd finished before, and I've started to put in a couple more border rows and started a couple more alphabets. So loving that one, absolutely loving that one. So I've done what I can on the Roxy Floss Co stitch along that I'm doing, and actually quite good colours there in the bright sunshine, even though it's particularly creased looking. So I think even Caroline, a viewer, mentioned in a comment that even Caroline had said, don't worry about counting those extra few stitches along. So yeah, I stitched that yesterday in between waiting for the production and finishing the end of school. So catching up with that, it still reminds me of kind of like a walled garden. And then just this morning, I decided that this one needed a little bit of love, which is Blackbird Designs, All Joys for Thine. I started this a long time ago. A couple of years ago, I decided that I would do a mania where I started 12 projects, and then the hope was that I would finish them off one a month for the preceding, or the following year. Yeah, that didn't happen. So this is All Joys for Thine. I'm pretty sure it's on the called for fabric, which is the Heartland 36 count, using the called for threads. So I'm loving this light. This light is really good, but it's showing up all my creases. I'm hoping that maybe when I film for tomorrow's video, I will actually get to the iron out. So that's my little bit of stitching in the past kind of 24 hours. So let's see what's in store for us with the advent calendar next. Ooh. December the 9th. What else have we got in here? Another thread. So another pink. So this time we have got On Point. Marvellous colour. Now. That's the word Jacob wants me to try and pronounce. Is a Dutch word literally meaning ice merriment. In today's video, I'll share some happy winter memories with you. The photo above is from the Rijksmuseum collection by an anonymous photographer in the 1930s. So there's the photo. So you can go on to Jacob's video and see what that's all about. So, oh, there it is. I was going to say that's a really tiny amount, but there's a little bit more to do up in. So we're going to be working up in this block again to finish this block off. So that's where that pink is going to go. Should be able to get that cracked out for tomorrow. Okie dokie, I have got a few Christmas finishes to show you that I haven't already shown you, just because I haven't had time to dig out any of my previous finishes. This is North Wind, which I was watching Brenda and Laura just yesterday actually, and this is one of the ones that Laura's stitched, so Northwind. I always think this rabbit looks like he's been impaled on this stick, but yeah, he is obviously trying to cling on for dear life in the wind. The other thing that I picked up from Brenda and Laura was a new floss tuber to me called the Paisley Stitcher, and I went and watched her video all about Saxony and German samplers. It was really good, and I'm really looking forward to going back and watching the rest, because that is a new floss tuber to me. Now, I've gone like that twice to get rid of the little bit of hair that's on here, but it's not on here. It's on my screen on my phone, so that's not going to come off. So there's that one. I also picked out one of Pantini's. Now, I'm pretty confident that there was wording up here that I left off, and I just turned it into a little pillow. It's stitched on a piece of 32 count basalt splash, and as usual with Pantini, there's a button, so the button there is Santa's face. Love that. And then another Prairie Schooler. This is one of the sort of limited edition ones that they used to do, and I turned mine into a little drawstring bag. A little drawstring bag. I can't remember what colours I used, to be honest. A black, a green and a red. Looks like, if I had to guess, I would say that's a Silks For You black, but other than that, I don't know. And it's on kind of like a grey blue Zweigart. It's absolutely blue and hooly out there. It is going to be a severe weather warning for later on, I think, which is going to be fun driving back from the do later on. What else have I got to share with you? I have got this calendar. Now, I have not looked for the date. Now, this could be, I was going to say, this could be a schoolboy error, but we're coming up here. So let's have a look and see what we've got. Ooh. Oh no. Oh, it's a bit of the door. It's a little scooter. A little scoot along. It's part of the door that's ripped, so I can take that bit off. Oh, I love it when Ness had one of those. She was an absolute menace on it, mind, but I loved it when she had one. Right, freebie. A little freebie that I have picked out is called Chicken Joy. Whoops. Trying to catch things that are sliding. Chicken Joy by Stitching with the Housewives. So this is, in fact, if I hold it in half, you might be able to see it down there. So a lovely little pattern. Won't take very long to stitch at all. Make a really lovely little ornament for the tree. Can't believe this sunshine. It's incredible. It's incredible. And I also have my Lola Crow stitch along, which I'm going to have to put a picture up here because my printer has decided, honestly, to be a bit of a git again. So I'm going to put a picture up here. This is, I think, my favourite one that's come out so far, and it's the Headless Horseman or the Headless Carriage. So I really can't wait to do this one. I'm so behind though. I am really, really behind. I was hoping to get a little bit of stitching time in this weekend, but honestly, I don't know how much I'm going to get at my house. It is. Because I've hardly been home at all this week. Everything's just kind of built up, and there's so much resetting and redoing needing. It's just going to be bonkers. So am I going to be able to catch up? I've got 2 weeks to do this one before the next one. So hopefully it will be caught up. And I do have a little bit of haul. 2 things came. One was my Fibre on a Whim Fabric of the Month from Patchwork Rabbit. I get a fat 1/8 of 32 count, and this one is Latte. So it's a really lovely kind of neutral, perfect colour. Love, love, love. And I also ordered some of these, just wooden blanks in the shape of baubles. And I'm going to see if I can find some little patterns. Ooh, that's a bit sunny there. Some little patterns to go on the side of them. They're only small. They're only about probably 10 centimetres across, but I just really like them. I really love seeing all the woodware things from Chantal 141, but the shipping's not too bad, but just the not even the cost, the exchange rate just seems to make them quite expensive, I think, plus when you add the shipping in. So I was looking around for a few alternatives, so I'm going to see what I can do with these. Probably not this year, but maybe next year. But good to have in stash anyway. Just throw them on the floor. I cannot make this room any worse than it currently is. Right, number 9. Are we going to get something to wear to the Christmas party tonight? We shall see. Let's have a look. Ooh. Florja. Serum hydrating plumping serum. Let's read the English, Michelle. Let's read the English. So it looks small, which means either you don't need very much of it or it's very expensive. One of the two. But I could certainly do with a bit of hydration and a bit of plumping, quite frankly. Certainly on my face anyway. I wouldn't put this on my body. I don't want any plumping there. Anyway, I'm waffling now. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay classy, Stitchers.